I finally bought myself a Saucier pan that I've wanted forever. This is the Misen 2-quart. Also, stick around to the end because I'm going to give one of these away for 5,000 subscribers. But all the info is right in the back of the box. These are good up to 800 degrees. You can put them in the oven. You can put them in the dishwasher. I'll link that down below so you can read more about it. But I'm not sponsored by Misen. I just really like their pans. I know there's some hotly contested info on that carbon steel, but this is just a straight up stainless steel Saucier pan. These are much cheaper also than the Misen ones. Comparing it here to my all-clad, there's some little differences, but overall, I think the construction is pretty similar. The rivets look equally nicely made. You can see on the Saucier pan, you have those very nice gradually rounded sides, which I think is why they're really great for just average home cooks. One of the main things I really like about the Misen pans are these kind of fuller, rounded handles. The all-clad has a cutout, very thin handle. Neither get very hot, but I just think that Misen one's a little nicer. Throwing them on a scale quickly, the all-clad is 2 pounds, 2 ounces. The Misen here is 2 pounds, 11 ounces. It is half a quart larger, but it did feel just very well made and very heavy when I took it out of the box, so I wanted to check that out. But let's actually make something in it. I'm just going to make a risotto for lunch real quickly. I'm not going to bore you with actually how I make risotto, but you can see it looks like it's heating fairly evenly. That's something I'm looking for here. I wanted to see how does it hold heat, how does it cook, how easy it is to get around these nice rounded sides. If you want a more detailed video on how to make risotto, I have one on this channel. I could also make more if you're looking for it. I have some chicken stock also and another all-clad off to the side staying warm, and we're just going to mix this up. It's very easy to wipe these sides down, which, I mean, is obviously the point of a Saucier pan. They're great for sauces, risottos. The handle isn't really getting too hot. All the way up at the top it is, but right from those 5 dots backwards, you don't feel any heat whatsoever, which is really nice. But here we are, fully cooked. I'm going to throw in a little bit of butter. I killed the heat at this point, so I want to make sure it really holds heat well, and then I can serve this nice and warm. Throw in a little bit of cheese. And honestly, cooking this, it was pretty much a dream. You know, it cooked very well, nothing stuck. It's going to clean out very nicely, which you'll see in a second, and wiping it out and making sure you get every little ounce of flavor and sauce in there worked really nicely. So first cook with this, I'm really impressed. My risotto was a little oily, but we'll work on that. But that was not the point of this video. I'm going to throw a little more cheese on that and just put it off to the side. It was pretty tasty, but yeah, it's a little oily. But here's looking at that pan. I did clean it out. It gets a little bit of that rainbow tint on the bottom just from the heating, the first use. You can get rid of that with vinegar, but that's totally cosmetic. It doesn't affect how you cook or flavors or anything like that. The one thing I did notice, though, is for a pan 2 quarts, maybe even higher, the all-clad does have that nice little grab handle. This doesn't. I do think you might want it if this is completely filled with 2 quarts of liquid, but all in all, it is still a very good pan. Just know that beforehand and maybe don't fill it up all the way. But I love it. I fully recommend this, especially if it's on sale. And now, because I've hit 5,000 subscribers, I want to give one of these away to you guys. All you need to do is comment on a previous video. There's no purchase required. Comment on any video and then email me unqualifiedcooking@gmail.com. Show me your comment. To avoid scams and frauds, I'm going to reply right to your email address when I pick a winner. You have until January 2nd when I'll pick the winner, so thank you for supporting me. More details down below.